talk about CV and resume writing. So it's important to get this right because it's one of the first steps with your application process. And a lot of companies these days require you to submit a CV. Now, we're here to give you some tips and techniques on how to get that right. There's a lot of online templates that you could have a look at. This will help with formatting and to make your resume stand out. And then it's about the content. So this is where we can come in and give you ideas and tips on what is the right content to put down on a CV and how long should we have the CV. Now, we suggest 1 to 2 pages maximum length. It depends on obviously how much information you need or you want to put down on your CV. I'm going to categorize each section and give you tips along the way. Let's have a look at the first section. Tends to be your contact details. Now, we suggest you have an appropriate email, one that can capture the airline's email to you so it doesn't go off into the junk folder and you miss an invitation to an interview. Also, try not to have your current work email. It's just not appropriate. Now, the next section tends to be your, I guess, where you meet their minimum requirements. So it's your hours, your endorsements, and your licenses. And we suggest you put down, at least look at their minimum requirements and highlight where you meet those minimum requirements. And also look at putting expiry dates for things like your medical and your instrument rating. The next section tends to be where you put down your employment history. Now, I know there's a variety of you guys out there with a variety of experience, so it just depends on where you're at with your career and how much information you should or can put down there. If you're just starting off and this might be your first job and your first application, then obviously you don't have any employment. So what we suggest you do is put down your schooling history, maybe your extracurricular activities and anywhere that you've volunteered or even part-time work that you've had. And I would also consider doing an overview or a career objective paragraph to sort of fatten up your CV a little bit there. If you're somebody who's had a lot of experience, then we suggest you limit it to the last 10 years. Or if you're somebody who's had a lot of jobs, maybe they've only been 4 or 6 month contract work, we do suggest though that you group that time in your career. We don't want it to come across like you just jump around a lot and you have a lot of jobs. It's easier if you can group maybe 2 years worth of flying or a couple of jobs in the same type of flying, and that way it doesn't look like you're not a loyal person. The other thing that you'll put near the end is referees. Now, we suggest you put down referees on request. The reason for this, several reasons actually, is number one, we don't know the time frame from when you put the application in to when you're going to need to use those referees, and they may have changed. Or you might want to use different people for the different companies that you're applying for. And that's why we suggest put down on request, and then when you get the interview, they will ask you to submit and supply your referees. So that's it for today, guys. Just a few tips and techniques on how to get that CV and resume written. Get onto it, get it done so you can get those applications in. All right, until next time, safe landings.